Go one.
And good evening and welcome to Zaleski Sports and American Legion Baseball as the first pitch comes in from Devin Cheney and catches the inside corner for a call strike as we got the Marshfield Blue Devils, post 54, taking on the Appleton Doubledays. And a ground ball to third to Konechny. Konechny sets, throws over to first in time to Mason Anderson for out number one. Marshfield just coming off of a loss here against Kaukauna. Just the game before here, 8-2. That was their first loss in this tournament here at Wisconsin Rapids. They are now 1-1. They defeated Stevens Point last night, 7-2. They give them a 5-game winning streak, but that was snapped, as I mentioned, against Kaukauna. They have won actually 7 of their last 9 ball games, so they have been playing outstanding balls and starting the season out at 1-5, and right now 8-7 overall. Cheney on the mound from the windup, and a little dribbler down the first base line to Mason Anderson. Mason steps on the bag for out number 2. So Blue Devils get 2 quick outs here against the Appleton Doubledays. That's actually the second team of the Appleton area. Appleton 38, post 38. Outstanding ball club that's been there for a long time and in many state tournaments. This Appleton ball club, consisting mostly of Appleton East and Fox Valley ball players, and a shot down the left field line by Xander Martin, the shortstop, and he'll get a base hit to get the first hit for the Appleton Doubledays with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. I'm Mike Steinwagner, along with we've got Miles here. We've got Ryan here producing today. As glad to have Miles joining along. He did the last ball game, the play-by-play here in the Marshfield game. And a foul ball back into the net here. Thank goodness for the net. Otherwise, that might have had a chance to hit us. As Coach Jared Kressel. Congratulations to Jared Kressel and his Columbus Dons as Division IV state champions. Jared, assistant coach on this team with head coach Josh Metz. And, of course, Marshfield will be actually in the state tournament this year as they are hosting the AAA state tournament at Jack Hackman Field. Over to first, and Martin is back in plenty of time. Great honor to actually these 3 cities, Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point, and Marshfield, as they will have hosted the state tournament in the last 3 years. Now pop-up into the infield. Coming over is Cash Osterman, and making the catch for out number 3. For the Appleton Doubledays in the top of the first. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After a half inning of play, it's the Appleton Doubledays, nothing, and the Marshfield post 54 Blue Devils coming to bat, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We are back here at the Quadruplex here in Wisconsin Rapids for American Legion Baseball, leading off for the Blue Devils. All-conference shortstop Jake Sadowska as all-star or all-conference shortstop in that Wisconsin Valley, very tough Wisconsin Valley conference as Marshfield finished third in the conference this year. Jake, an outstanding ball player, is going to play some college ball up in Superior next year. So good luck to Jake in his endeavors up there in Superior as he takes the first one outside for a ball one. As Brady Pope on the mound for, and a long fly ball out to center field, and camping under it is Winkler for out number one. As Jake gave it a ride there, but Winkler sliding over to his left to make that first catch for out number one. Bringing up the third baseman, Matt Konieczny, as Matt, a first team all-conference in the Clover Belt Conference this year, and also co-player of the year with Devin Timler for the Columbus Dons. Ground ball, the third, to Hopper, over to Sanders. Sanders throw in plenty of time for out number two. So two down here in the bottom of the first inning, bringing up Chase Robinson. Chase, actually one of the three graduates on this ball club, as Chase comes back for another year. As the Legion rule, you can be 19 years old and come back and play another year of Legion ball, along with Nate Richardson from Auburndale and also Owen Griesbach. And Owen actually is in the lineup today also, as he's in the number 4 spot. And first pitch down low for ball one. Chase coming back after an outstanding high school season where he was first team all-conference, hit over 400 during the conference season a year ago, getting in that number 4 spot as Robinson follows that one off. Count now 1-1 here in the top or bottom of the first inning with 2 down. No score. As Pope gets the sign from his catcher, Laumer, and the pitch. Just catching it outside corner for a strike. 1-2 count on Robinson. Hitting in a number 3 spot for Coach Mitz. Pope working out of the stretch. And just inside, little breaking ball there. 2-2 count. 2's across the board. 2 down, 2-2. And we are in the bottom of the first. Pope still working out of that stretch. And fouling it off into the net. Great complex here. Great crowd here today for both of these ball clubs. Great following for the double days of Appleton and also Marshfield fans here. And
Keep battling, Chase. Keep battling.
Chase stays alive. We're in the second day of this 3-day tournament, as we will have 4 games here tomorrow. It'll be bracketed down after these ball games tonight to see who will play each other. And we'll have all 4 games here on Zaleski Sports. Next pitch upstairs for a ball. 3-2 to Robinson. First game tomorrow will start at, I think it's 11:30 tomorrow morning. Or 11 o'clock, as I hear from the voice from way over the other side. As Robinson grabs a walk there. First walk of the ball game here by each pitcher. As we will start at 11 o'clock, and I think the second one is what, 1:30? 1:30. And so if you get a chance, come on out. Beautiful day tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 70s again tomorrow. But coming around that corner is on Monday. They're talking in the 90s and a heat index of 99 on Monday. So Pope's pitch way upstairs as Owen Griesbach ducks on that one. Robinson at first for the Blue Devils. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Pope takes a look over at first from the stretch. And the pitch. Just outside for a ball. 2-0 count. It's always a pleasure to come here to Wisconsin Rapids. Just an outstanding complex located on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. And 2 outstanding all-turfed baseball fields and 2 softball fields. And just a beautiful job they have done with this complex. And a fly ball out to right field, but camping under it is Winkler for out number 3. For the Blue Devils in the bottom of the first, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1 complete inning, we've got no score. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Rice's More Than Floors.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And we are back here at Wisconsin Rapids for American Legion Baseball as the double days come to bat. First pitch just outside and low. Up now is the first baseman, Oscar Kronhart. And the pitch by Devney catches that outside corner for a ball strike. As I mentioned, both of these teams have been in the American Legion state tournament action for many years. Foul ball down the right field side, out of play. One and two count. And a ground ball to Konieczny. Scoops it up, throws over to first. Big strong throw for out number 1. As Kronhart heads back to the dugout after grounding out the third for out number 1. Bringing up the second baseman, Luke Byer. As I'm trying to look for I've got my American Legion sheets for many years ago. And let's see, we've got...
Go 1.
And I just can't seem to find them right now, but we'll get back to that. And the first pitch is a ball. As Marshfield will be hosting the state tournament actually for the 4th time ever. Ground ball to Sadowska, and on the run, and a low throw, and picked up nicely there by Anderson for out number 2. So Devin Cherney looking really good on the mound. Actually, Devin's last outing was against Merrill as just a week ago. It was last Monday. In fact, I watched that ball game at Jack Hackman Field. First pitch to Jordan Sanders, the third baseman, is a ball down low. In fact, it was a 10-6 win in that ball game. Jake Sadowska had a 2-run homer in that ball game as Devin worked, let's see, he worked 5 innings. Struck out 2 and walked 2 in that contest, and actually Robinson came in and got the save, and shot down the third base line by Sanders is foul. As I've got papers flying around here, we'll see if I can reach those. Oh yeah, we're fine. Little breeze coming through here through the door, but we're fine here. As Miles holds my other papers down here. 2-1 count with 2 down in the top of the second inning. Breaking ball, strike 2. Oh, beautiful breaking ball by Cherney. as I'm thinking Sanders would like to have that one back. And a ground ball, a two-hopper to Sadowska over to first, down low, and Anderson picks it out for out number 3. For the Appleton Doubledays in the top of the second, they go 1-2-3. So after 1.5 innings of play, we have no score, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zolski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Quadruplex, so we're no score. Bottom of the second inning, moving right along here. We started at 6:04 was the first pitch. And so we're at 6:22 right now, so we've moved around 18 innings here. Pitchers actually looking very impressive out there. As the throw goes down to first. And leading off for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the second inning is all-conference catcher Mason Anderson, as Mason missed the last 2 conference games of the season with an injury, but he's back and doing real well. He was actually the COA batting champion in the Wisconsin Valley Conference this last year, hitting .500, tied with the Player of the Year Calvin Roth from Stevens Point. But great job by Anderson. Pitch comes in, just missing that inside corner. 2-0 count.
Put it in the box, Mason. Give it right.
As Mason gets ready, Brady gets the sign from the stretch and the pitch. And a ground ball down the third base side. That is the 17th pitch by Pope so far. As Cherney only has 19 pitches through the first 2 innings. Great job by Devin. Pope with the delivery. And
Nice poke,
taking it right where that was pitched. As Anderson put the bat out right where it was pitched, right on the outside, and hit it to right field for a base hit. As leads off for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the second inning. And bringing up now Brennan Welch as Brennan is from the Auburndale area, sophomore last year for Jay Anderson's ball club at Auburndale. Takes the first pitch, catches the inside corner for a strike. As on this roster for Marshfield, there's a couple players from Auburndale. That's Nate Richardson, who's coming back as a graduate, and also Brennan Welch here. As Brennan hits one out to left field and going for a ride and trying to make a great effort out there in left field is Jamison Sieg, but just out of the reach as Brennan gave it a ride down that left field line, just about on the warning track down there.
Warning track power, B, come on.
As the dimensions here, 325 down the left field line, 365 in the left field power alley, 380 to dead center, 365 also in the right field power alley, and 325 down the right field line. As Pope takes a look at first, about a 4 or 5 step lead, and going back and making a catch on a very looping liner is the second baseman Luke Byer. As hustling back is Anderson, and Welch making the first out of the inning here. And bringing up Caleb Craycraft. As Caleb from the Athens area, and actually Caleb was all conference in that in the Northern Merowith Conference this year. He was actually a first team all conference, so congratulations to Caleb. Quite a few all conference ball players on this ball club, as Sadowska is. Let's see, Griesbach was from a year ago. Mason Anderson is an all-conference ball player. Matt Konieczny is an all-conference. Also from Columbus on this ball club is Raymond Becker. He was an honorable mention all-conference player this year for that state championship Columbus Catholic team. 0-2 count on Caleb. Pitch just down low for a ball. 1-2 count. There's a nice little breeze coming through here. Winds are out of the southwest at about 9 miles an hour, gusting up to about 12, 13. Next pitch, upstairs. But a beautiful, beautiful day here at the ballpark, and it's supposed to be another nice one tomorrow. So if you get a chance, come out right after church, come out to the ballpark, spend the time out here. You can catch a couple ball games in. And the last day of this Wisconsin Rapids tournament here at the Quadruplex, located on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Winter High School. Next pitch upstairs, 3-2 count with one down. As a runner at first, that is Mason Anderson. Pope gets the sign from Caden. Takes a look at first from the stretch. And the pitch. And a slow roller to short. Making it is Martin. Martin over to first. Got just by a step. As advancing to second on the plate is Anderson. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning with a runner at second for the Blue Devils as they are threatening. Blue Devils have some really great ball games so far this season. I know they put up a 9 spot against a very good De Pere ball club earlier in the year. They were down 13-10 and put up a 9 spot in the 7th inning to win that one 19-13. And a wild pitch, and going to third on the plate is Anderson. So not really a good time to have a wild pitch. As DH Tyler Kramer at the plate for the Blue Devils. 1-0 count with 2 down. Pope gets ready from the stretch and the pitch. And a high fastball swing and a miss by Kramer. 1-1 count. And of course a big win the other night against Everest as they were down 3-1 and came back a walk-off walk in that game to get a big win, a conference win over Everest, as they have taken 2 out of 3 against Everest now this season. Blue Devils short a few ball players as actually the Division IV Player of the Year, Dawson Luther, is not with the ball club tonight. And it'll be a dead ball, and Kramer gets on as Pope hits him. So runners at the corners now for the Blue Devils, and bringing up the number 9 hitter, Cash Osterman, and Cash from Pittsville. And Cash actually was all conference along with
I would say big Kramer, but neither one of them are big.
I know, that's
Luther from that Pittsville ball club. So another all-conference ball player. Hitting in the number 9 spot and playing second base for Josh Metzger's Blue Devils. Throw over to first and back in plenty of time is Kramer. Pope from the stretch. And a pitch. And a ground ball.
Oh, really? Your whole team?
Down the third base side. And we'll tell you a little bit about Rice's More Than Floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality windows, treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom and visit their website or give them a call on Monday. Hope from the stretch, outside for a ball. We'd like to thank all the sponsors here on Zaleski Sports. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be bringing you this ball game. But baseball season about halfway through here now. At state tournaments, the regionals coming up just shortly. And a high pop-up, a major league pop-up as pitcher coming in and making the catch. Brady Pope coming off that pitcher's mound to take it for out number 3. For the Blue Devils in the bottom of the second inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield nothing and the Appleton Double Days nothing. You're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Severs to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey everybody, Ned over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now the Wheeler Summer Sale Down, which means take advantage of our lowest prices on our longest available units in stock. Going on now through July 7th, like this GMC Sierra, or this Yukon XL, or this Chevy Silverado, plus many more. The Wheeler Summer Sale Down, some of our lowest prices of the year, going on now through July 7th.
And we are back here at the Quadroplex in Wisconsin Rapids, and we'll tell you a little bit about Felker Brothers of Marshfield. Felker Brothers of Marshfield is the leading manufacturer of stainless steel products. Congratulations, student athletes across central Wisconsin, on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. And up for the double days here in the top of the 3rd inning is right fielder Jack Swartout as he takes a one hopper at second, a long throw, and gets away. It was a tough play, and sliding in head first, making a very close play is Swartout, as he'll be credited with a base hit and advance to second on that throwing error. So an infield hit for Jack, and advancing to second on the error of the second baseman.
Hey, go get him one.
And bringing up Jamison Seed, the number 9 hitter, as the Double Days are threatening here early in the 3rd inning. The runner at second, and the number 9 hitter up. Cherney from the stretch, and the pitch squaring around, a beautiful bunt. Very tough play, is not going to have a play anywhere. So an infield hit by Jamison. He played that right in no man's land there, where Konechny had to go cover the bag at third, so he was not charging. Left-handed hitter putting it down that third base line right in a perfect spot, as Cherney could not get to it fast enough. So runners at the corners with nobody down, and back to the top of the batting order, and Ethan Winkler. Winkler grounded out to the third baseman, first time up in the 1st inning. Throw over to first, back in plenty of time is Jamison C. Left-handed hitter,
Go on, get after him.
Ethan Winkler. As I mentioned, all these ball players from the Double Days, and fouling it off into the net for strike 1, are from the Appleton East baseball team, and also the Fox Valley Lutheran ball club over in Appleton there. Cherney from the stretch, and squaring around, another beautiful bunt, a squeeze, and Cherney could not handle it, and we'll wait on the scoring on that. I'm going to give him a base hit on that. That was a tough play, and also what Cherney did was he actually looked up at the catcher instead of trying to field that ball as the runner Swartout was coming down that third base line. So Double Days get on the field here, or on the scoreboard. Another bunt as beautiful sacrifice bunt by Laumer will move the runners along as Winkler goes to second on the play, and going to third is Siege. So Double Days in very great scoring position here at runner at second and third with one down. Breaking ball, catching that outside corner, just beautiful. You know, I think Martin's thinking, man, I wish I had that one back. That's like putting it on a tee. Another breaking ball upstairs for a ball. 1-0. The Appleton Double Days out on top here. The Marshfield American Legion Post 54 Blue Devils. Cherney with the pitch. Down low for a ball. 2-1 count with one down here in the top of the third inning.
Kid. Don't nibble, get after him.
Pitch down low. It's 3-1. 3-1 count with one down. Runners at second and third. And a pitch on the outside corner right at the letters for a strike. 3-2. Cheney at and a ground ball fouled off. Cherney is now at 32 pitches. Full count. 3-2. One down. A breaking ball fouled off. Staying alive is Andrew Martin, shortstop. He got a base hit last time up. Cherney getting the sign from Welch. And a foul tip into the glove for Cherney's first strikeout. And that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And bringing up now with two down here in the top of the third inning is Shane Steger, DH. Pitch just off that corner for a ball.
Here we go.
Cherney looking at third, and the pitch just down low. Events were made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small private party spaces available for your event. Call now for available dates at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. And the pitch, and fouling it off. 2-1 count. DH Shane Steger.
Go, Juan, go get him.
Devin from the stretch, and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. That was beautiful. He's got a beautiful breaking ball there. You can see actually pretty much the rotation of the ball there, and you would think they'd tee off on that breaking ball. And it's going to hit him, and it's going to load the bases here. So each pitcher has hit a batter in this contest and loads the bases. And bringing up the #5 hitter, first baseman Oscar Kronhardt. Kronhardt bounded out to Konieczny, a third, back in the second inning. From the stretch, and the pitch. Catching the outside corner for a ball strike. And the pitch. And following it off. Back to the screen. 0-2 count
Get up
now.
on, let's go.
With 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Appleton has already put up a run on the board. And threatening here with an 0-2 count. And following it off, staying alive, is Kronhart. As possible great scoring opportunity for Appleton here. As they have the bases loaded here. 0-2 count, 2 down.
Go, 1.
Cherney from the stretch. And the pitch. Just outside for a ball.
Good spot, good spot.
As catcher Brennan Welch trying to frame that there. From the stretch and the pitch. A breaking ball foul down that left field line. As Robinson chases that one down. And he'll throw that down to the 3rd base coach and a 1-hopper right into his hands. As Cherney now at 43 pitches in this contest. He's thrown about 24 pitches already. And a fly ball out to center field, and coming in and going to his left is Sadowska to make that catch and get out of the jam, and holding Appleton to just 1 run. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's the Appleton Doubledays 1 and a Marshfield Blue Devils nothing. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Celestial Sports.
Simple, clear, helpful, and built around you. This isn't just a new building, it's a new experience for our members and for the Stevens Point community. Now it's easier than ever to stop in when it works for you. With 24/7 drive-through access, our services fit your schedule, not the other way around. Here at Simplicity, that's the kind of experience we believe in. You'll still see the same friendly faces, now in a space designed to serve you better and enhance the community we're proud to be a part of. We can't wait to welcome you in.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neilsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
And we are back here at the Quadruplex in Wisconsin Rapids, and we're going to tell you about BeWell Studio. Discover Marshfield's wellness destination. BeWell Studio experience cutting-edge recovering tools like hydro massage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29, with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com as Jake Sadowska leads us off in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And a ground ball, 3-hopper to the second baseman, and he bobbles it. And that will be an error on the second baseman. But the Blue Devils get a runner on to start out this bottom of the 3rd inning. And bringing up Matt Konechny. Mac, big winner in that semifinal at the state tournament, pitching an outstanding ball game for the Columbus Catholic Dons as they picked up their very first baseball state championship. They've won a lot of basketball championships, a lot of football championships, but it was their very first state championship. And Jake fouls that one back. Going back many, many years ago, I remember actually when Columbus was in WISA, and back in 1980, they started baseball in 1986 at Columbus, because I joined the Columbus coaching staff, and in '88 was the first time they had gone to state baseball was for WISA, was back in 1988, and Jeff Soderberg and myself were coaching the Columbus Dons then. And congratulations again to the Columbus Dons, a baseball program with Coach Kresselt has done an outstanding job. In fact, Jason was now an assistant here on this Legion team also. I got a chance to congratulate him down in the dugout before. So a line shot of center field, and camping under it is Winkler for out number 1, as heading back to first is Sadelska. So the Columbus program has been outstanding. In fact, it was just, 2-3 years ago they were at the state tournament, so that was their second appearance in the last, 2-3 years that they have gone down over to Appleton to play in the state tournament. And they've got great ball players coming back also. And Sadowska stealing second. I figured he would be stealing pretty soon, because if he gets on base, he's going to steal, as he was actually the top base stealer in the Wisconsin Valley this year in conference games. And so a threat anytime he gets all the bases. Up now is Chase Robinson, left fielder. He walked back in the first inning. As Chase gets a hold of one, and sliding over to his right is the right fielder, Swartout, and makes the catch as Jake tags up and goes sliding into third. So Chase gets his job done and advances Jake over to third, as we'll see if the Blue Devils can get him in. The cleanup hitter now, Owen Griesbach. Owen flew out to the center fielder. First time up, back in the first inning. So 2 down here, and Sadelska at third. And we're in the bottom of the third inning here, with Appleton leading 1-0. Hope from the stretch. Down low for a ball. As Polk gets ready, out on the mound out there. Getting into the batter's box is Griesbach. And a ground ball to third, and bobbles it. We'll see if, and a throw way off, and a run will score. There's going to be an error on the third baseman, but it gets the job done and gets a run in for the Blue Devils, as it ties this game up here in the bottom of the third inning.
Go Mason.
And bringing up Mason Anderson, first baseman for Blue Devils today. Mason, as I mentioned before, tied for the batting title in the Valley. First pitch down low and away for ball 1. The Appleton Doubledays play all their Legion home games at Appleton East High School. And the the other Legion team in Appleton plays at Don Hawkins Field in Appleton. And for next pitch, just right at the letters, catching the outside corner for a ball strike. We got plenty of action coming up next week also. In fact, we'll be covering the Firecracker in Stevens Point. I remember umpiring a lot in that Firecracker many years ago. And so, great tournament over there. And popping it up and making the catch is the catcher, Caden Laumer, for out number 3. But the Blue Devils get on the board with 1 run on no hits, 2 errors, and 1 left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Blue Devils 1 and the Appleton Doubledays 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Whiskey Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at the Quadruplex as leading off for the double days is Luke Byer as he takes that first pitch and gets it down the left field line for a base hit to start up this top of the fourth inning with the game tied at 1. And coming to the plate is now Jordan Sanders, who grounded out to the shortstop back in the second inning. And he lays one down to Cherney and throws over to first. And so a sacrifice by Sanders gets the job done. Is now the second sacrifice in this ball game for the double days as they were playing a little small ball here. And that will go 1-3, and then Byer advancing the second on that sacrifice as swat out. Now the right fielder actually had a base hit and scored back in the third inning, and catching that outside corner for a call strike. Actually, the double days have been to the Class AAA state tournament, and a fair ball as it was fielded by Welch on the fair ball territory as umpire was right out there to make that call and gets swat out 2-3 for the second out, and advancing to third on that play is Byer. Yeah, the double days have been there in 23, 24, and 25, so very good ball club year in and year out. Appleton Post 38 has been there a lot of times. In fact, they've played actually 107 ball games in AAA state tournament action. They've won the state tournament 7 times. And the best the double days have done is they finished third in that period there. And Marshfield has been there quite a few times. They have a 14-21 record in the state tournament over the years. The best they finished was actually, they have finished second. Went, I know, to the Great Lakes Regional. They finished in third place 3 times and in fourth place 2 times. And like I mentioned, they will be hosting that state tournament July 28th through August 1st. And Zaleski Sports will be there covering that. 0-2 count with 2 down. Here in the top of the fourth, and Appleton threatening. Cherney from the stretch, and the pitch. And a line shot to Konechny for out number 3. As Siege hit a rope right to Konechny. All he had to do was take 1 step, and it went right into the glove. So, for the double days in the top of the fourth, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 1, Appleton double days 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
And we are back here at Quadruplex here in Wisconsin Rapids, and we are all knotted up at one here at the bottom of the fourth inning. And we're going to tell you a little bit about Stratford Plumbing and Heating. Your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Marshfield, Stratford, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And if you don't have your air conditioning going, you better get it fixed because she's going to be a hot one next week. So as we've got a lot of ball games on the docket, I know I am going to Stratford on Tuesday as the Stratford Legion team will be taking on Fall Creek. And then I get to see my first look at the Chaparrals on Wednesday night. So if you get a chance, tune me in. And the first pitch down low to the leadoff hitter, Brennan Welch, who's catching for the Blue Devils today. Takes the first one down low for ball one. As Brady Pope at pitch number 46 goes flying over Welch's head. As Miles has left us, great job Miles has done today. He called a ball game today, a couple of ball games today. And foul ball just barely. Man, that was very close. I'm glad I didn't have to make that call because that call was very, very close. As Josh Metz down there, Coach Josh Metz thought it was a fair ball down that third base line as Brennan gave it a ride down there. There was no way there was going to be a play on it there by Sanders. Pope from the windup. And a pop-up. And making the catch is the second baseman, Luke Byer, for out number one. And bringing up Caleb Craycraft, the right fielder. Caleb grounded out to the shortstop back in the second. Brady working out of the windup. You know, I don't see a lot of pitchers this year working out of the windup like he does because I've been seeing, with no runners on, I've seen a lot of pitchers, they have better ball control, working out of that stretch with, less motion. And but Brady doing a nice job working out of that full windup there. As I say that, he throws one back to the fence. And so ball one, 1-1 count with one down. Both pitchers right around 50 pitches here so far, as Brady has 50 and Devin has 52 so far. Pitch inside for a ball. Legion rule, you can only throw 105 pitches. The high school rule is 100. And I know actually in the Northwoods League, in the college league there, like with the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and that, they have a 110 pitch count that you can only have. With the Rafters for 2 years back in 2010 and 2011, but it was great working up there, working that caliber of ball there as future Major League ball players. Ground ball, great stab at first by Cornhart as it put him down on the ground as he backhanded that one. Got up and had plenty of time to step on the bag for out number two. So great highlight film there as Oscar Cornhart making a great play at first base for out number two here as the Blue Devils trying to get on the board here. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 1-1 ball game, moving right along from the windup and the pitch, and fouling it off is Tyler Kramer. Tyler got hit by a pitch back in the second inning. As I'm not sure how the other game's going over on the other side. I know Katie's calling that one, I guess. And next pitch down low to Kramer. As Ryan's going to check to see what that game's going on over there. As we got one on the backside. And after these ball games tonight, we'll find out who's going to be playing who. So check Zaleski Sports. And a foul ball down the right field side, but out of play. And we have Heartland, Rapids leading Heartland 10-4 in the bottom of the third. Wow. Rapids putting it together. As I don't know, what kind of record does Rapids have so far in the tournament? Are they 2-0 or? No, 1-1. 1-1, okay. That's right. You play 3 games and you get bracketed then. And following it off and staying alive here is Tyler Kramer. As I know, one of the tiebreakers is the difference of runs also in there. I don't know what the third tiebreaker is. And a fly ball out to left field and going back. And right in that sun field as Jamison Sieg backpedaled on that one, looking right into the sun to make the catch for out number 3. For the Blue Devils, they go 1-2-3, and so after 4 complete innings of play, we're all tied up at 1, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. MegaSure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
And we are back here at the Quadruplex in Wisconsin Rapids as we're having a great time up here in the press box. And leading off for the Appleton Double Days, we'll be back to the top of the batting order in the center fielder, Ethan Winkler, as Ethan grounded up the third baseman in the first and got on with an error on a bunt that was bobbled by Devin out there on the mound, and a run scored on that. And that's how Appleton got their only run. And the first pitch by Devin is way outside for a ball. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Next pitch, down low for a ball, 2-0. As I mentioned, tomorrow's ball games at 11 o'clock and also 1:30. And laying one down and right out in front, and not a chance as a surprise bunt right at the last moment, and that's how it's done. And I'll tell you, with him being a left-handed hitter, I've always said a left-hander has a good 1.5 steps to 2 steps difference than a right-handed, and with the speed that he's got, there was no way Marshfield was going to get him, even if it would have been picked up cleanly on that play. But a great bunt by Ethan Winkler for a base hit. And another bunt as Devin gets him at first, throws it over to Anderson for out number 1 and a sacrifice. That's the second sacrifice now by Caden Laumer, as that one goes 1-3, and going to second on the play is Winkler. So a lot of small ball here by the Double Days. We're in the top of the 5th inning here from Wisconsin Rapids. And a pitch by Cherney is a call strike right at the letters to Xander Martin, the shortstop. Xander 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit back in the first, struck out in the third. As Devin gets the sign and into the dirt, blocked, but going to third, and it'll be a wild pitch. I'm so used to saying dirt, and this is actually all turf out here anyway, but it's brown, so you call it dirt. But actually, you don't get a cloud of dust here, that's for sure. It's the only thing Ryan has agreed with me today. 1-1 count with 1 down. And a pitch outside, ball 2, to Xander Martin. As Cherney is at now 59 pitches here in the 5th inning. And a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch, and actually fouled off. As the umpire's going to go out and hand the ball to Devin out there to give a little time to the catcher, Brennan Welch, which is a great move. Just let Brennan get his composure. I mean, his knees are padded and everything, but I'll tell you, taking a foul ball off of anywhere on your body, I know when I was behind the plate and taking them off the shin guards and the chest protector, and even the mask, I'll tell you, it's a shock to you, because that ball's coming off that bat at a very good rate of speed, and I think that's why people think I'm crazy half of the time, that I've been hitting the face mask so many times with a baseball. But that's another story. So, and a shot up the middle, off the mound, and trying to make a play on it is Sadowska, but a base shot up the middle and an RBI, the second hit by Martin. And so the Doubledays go ahead 2-1 in this contest. And bringing up Shane Stager, the DH. As Shane popped out to the second baseman back in the first and hit by a pitch in the third. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Great breaking ball by Cherney. As looking at the original roster here, Cherney and a bunt, a foul ball. Is the umpire right on the call on that? Actually, you look at the original roster. I picked up a program, really nice program that the Legion from Marshfield has. I picked one up the other night when I was there. But Cherney is actually listed on the 17U roster, a junior from Auburndale on Jay Anderson's ball club over there. But he kind of plays both ways. And actually, when I went through the pitching rosters over the last, the last 14 ball games, they have had 13 different ball players pitching for them already this year. So, I mean, they're very deep in the pitching category this year. So, and that's only just one that they picked up from 17U. And a breaking ball for a call, strike three, and a beautiful breaking ball by Cherney. And that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro for your number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So 2 down here in the top of the fifth inning. And Doubledays leading, ground ball. Way deep, very strong arm. Wow. Great throw by Mac Konieczny. Down the line, made a great defensive play, set himself, and threw a bullet and got the runner by at least 4.5 to 5 steps. So, line shot there. And so, after 4.5 innings of play, it's 2-1. Doubledays, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's drivers that they need. Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Cobeson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobeson.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
And we are back here at the Quadruplex in Wisconsin Rapids, and now pitching for the Appleton Doubledays, number 34, Evan Benbrooks. Now on the mound, a right-hander, big, tall right-hander. I would say, maybe goes, about 6'3", 6'4". As Blue Devils will see what they can do against him, as the Doubledays only have $12 players on the roster here today. And as I mentioned, Blue Devils without a few ball players also, and also Dawson Luther, the Division IV Player of the Year in the state of Wisconsin, not with the club today, as he may have other commitments. I know there's all-star games and that are going on also, so he might be participating in that. So leading off for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as they are down 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th, is the number 9 hitter, Cash Osterman, as Cash popped out to the pitcher back in the 2nd inning. And so we'll get this change here. And next pitch upstairs, as Polk pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run on only 1 hit, as the only hit in this ball game is Mason Anderson's base hit for the Blue Devils. Next pitch way outside, and he walked 1, hit a batter, and struck out none. I think we've only had like 2 strikeouts in this whole ball game, as each ball club making contact. And a call strike, 3-1 count, as that one catches the outside corner to Osterman. Ben Brooks with the pitch and hits him. No matter what, he would have gotten on base, as that would have been ball 4. And back to the top of the batting order for the Blue Devils, and Jake Sadelska. Jake so far has flew out to the center fielder back in the 1st and got on with an error, stole a base in the 3rd, and scored in that 3rd inning. As Evan takes a look over at first from the stretch, nice lead, and lays a beautiful bunt down, and with Jake's speed, you ain't gonna get him, no way. As Jake lays that one down, again, the advantage, the left-handed hitter coming out of that box. And there you actually had, maybe with his speed, the way he bunted that, he had actually a good 2 to 3 steps better than a right-handed hitter coming out of the box. And with Jake's speed, there was no way, because the first baseman could not field that, and the pitcher had to come off the mound. And so runners now at 1st and 2nd here in the bottom of the 5th, as the Blue Devils are threatening. As Evan, from the stretch, takes a look, and a pitch outside. 1-0 count here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ben Brooks gets the sign from Caden behind the plate. And call strike. 1-1 count. And the pitch. And a fly ball out the left. And going back and going to his right and making the catch is Jamison Sieg for out number 1. As tough play out there in left field, as it's right in the sun field, and he's looking right into that sun on a fly ball. I know it's like in Marshfield, the way Hackman Field is you're more off to the south on a looking at the sun-wise when it's setting in the west. But on the old Reestein in right field used to be really a bad. I know when I was umpiring the bases, I had to hold my hand up towards sunset in order to actually even see the batter. It was that bad. But yeah, the sun fields can really, really be bad. As Evan gets the sign from the stretch, looks at second, and call strike. As Case Robinson checked his swing there a little bit, but home plate umpire called it a strike. 1-1 count with 1 down here. Blue Devils threatening. Sadowska at first, and Osterman at second. Both Osterman, if you look at Osterman and Sadowska, they're about the same size, and both have great speed on the bases here for the Blue Devils. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Three and one count with one down here. As Evan has thrown 13 pitches already in this inning. From the stretch and the pitch. And a fly ball down the left field line and foul. First Choice Credit Union of Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. And hurry in for the huge savings at Hiller's Ace Hardware. Save on Milwaukee outdoor power equipment. Everything from chainsaws to string trimmers. That's Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield. 3-2 count with one down here. Runners at first and second for the Blue Devils. Evan getting the sign from the stretch. Takes a look at second. And the pitch. And a fly ball out to center field, and going out and backpedaling way out, and is Winkler making the catch. And advancing and sliding into second is Sadowska as the throw goes into second. And advancing is Sadowska to second and Osterman to third. So a big threat here by, as that long fly ball gave both players a chance to advance. So bringing up the cleanup hitter, Owen Griesbach. Pretty much the same situation that we were sitting back in the third inning as Griesbach hit a ground ball to the third baseman that was bobbled, and Sadowska scored on it. So they're sitting pretty much in the same situation here now with Griesbach up here in the bottom of the fifth inning. All right, Sadowska at second. And the pitch. Way outside for a ball. 2-0 count. First base open. As Griesbach getting his composure. In fact, I walked into the ballpark with his grandfather. Very nice young man, Mr. Sternweiss. Used to live in Marshfield, but and he gets hit by a pitch. So that loads the bases. Any way to get on. Yeah, Mr. Sternweiss, he actually in the wintertime lives down in Florida. I feel sorry for him, living in Florida during the wintertime. Actually, I've been down there in March for the last 5 years, so I mean, it is nice. And bringing up Mason Anderson. Big hit here. Mason with got the first hit. He's got one of the two hits that Marshfield has. And a line shot down the third baseline. That's going to bring in two, maybe three, as they're going to hold them up at third. And the Blue Devils take the lead on a two-run double by Mason Anderson as Sadowska and Osterman cross the plate to give the Blue Devils a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the fifth inning. As Mason gets his second hit of the ball game. So actually both players now on Anderson on Marshfield, and also Martin, who picked up his second hit to put Appleton ahead back in the fifth. Both have two hits on today's ball game. And the pitch. And a long fly ball going back and backpedaling. And making the catch is the left fielder, Jamison Sieg, doing a great job out there. But the Blue Devils come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 5 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils 3 and the Appleton Double Days 2. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
And we are back here at Wisconsin Rapids as the Blue Devils come up with a big 2-run double by Mason Anderson to put the Blue Devils out on top here 3-2. And a great ball game here from the Quadruplex in Wisconsin Rapids. And so far, for Marshfield, 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and they have left 6 stranded. For Appleton, 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and stranding 5. As Marshfield in that last ball game, I think they had like 6 or 7 errors against Pequanna. And I'll tell you, that's not a typical Marshfield team, but Marshfield can explode at any time. They've shown that against De Pere this year, where they put up a 9 spot. And they've had other games where they've had 20 hits in a ball game. And so, yeah, they've got a good hitting ball club. And so they're going to be busy coming up. We'll take a look at their schedule here also. Here we go. And a line shot hits the ground and throws it over, as making a great play is Osterman at third. The umpire motioned right away that it hit the ground. So Beyer grounds out to the second baseman to start the inning here in the top of the 6th inning. Special thanks to our game day sponsors, Arts Body Shop, Bruce Orthodontics, Decaria Mononarca, and Partners Bank, and Hefco Floral. Thank you to all of our great, great sponsors, and hope you have a great weekend, and hope to see you sponsoring again the rest of the season with football right around the corner here. Yeah, it's hard to believe that we're less than a month and a half, well, almost a month and a half away from football starting, and to be the middle of August. And a ground ball to Konieczny. He scoops it up, throws over to first, and Mason Anderson squeezes it for out number 2 as Sanders grounds out. And bringing up Swart out, the right fielder. And Jack is 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the 3rd inning and scored the first round for the Double Days and grounded out to the catcher as they threw him out at first. As Marshfield will be in action. Big ball games coming up on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, as they will take on Stevens Point in conference games, as the Blue Devils battling for first place, along with Stevens Point and Plover in there for that take that championship in the Wisconsin Valley. As the Blue Devils will be at home on Monday and Tuesday at 5 o'clock starts there, and travel to Stevens Point on the 1st of July, and a ground ball to Sadowska for out number 3, as the Apple Days go 1, 2, 3. As so after 5.5 innings of play, is the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils 3 and the Appleton Double Days 2, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Man, that furnace is just going down, and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is gonna work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we are back here at the Quadruplex. New pitcher for the Double Days on the mound now. The left fielder, Jamison Sieg, who's played an outstanding left field. And moving out to left field is Ben Brooks. Ben Brooks, who will be actually the pitcher of record right now if the Blue Devils hold on to win this game. And Ben Brooks playing left field. And so Jamison Sieg pitching for the Double Days. And leading off for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the 6th inning will be Caleb Craycraft, as Caleb has grounded out to the shortstop and bounded out to the first baseman. But I mentioned Blue Devils, yes, and then travels Thursday to Stevens Point. They play a 3-game series now in the Valley here, and they've got some tough ball games coming up with Plover also. In fact, with Plover, they have not played those first 2 ball games at the beginning of the season because of Spash still being in the WIAA playoffs action. And of course, Wausau comes on the 6th, 7th also. And so, yeah, they've got quite a schedule coming up down the stretch here. Let's see here. Yeah, actually, yes, I take that back. It's a 7:30 start on the 29th and 30th. And actually, it'll be a doubleheader. The juniors will play beforehand, and then the seniors after that. And so on Monday, Tuesday at 7:30, the seniors will play. The juniors at 5:30. And then they'll travel to Stevens Point July 1st at 5 o'clock and 7:30. And then they go to Wausau on the 6th, and then Wausau comes to Marshfield on the 7th and the 9th. So, and then Marshfield will be in the Eau Claire tournament. Some big competition over there as Manitowoc and Winona Legets will be in there. Eau Claire will be in there. Marshfield has played them in a doubleheader and lost. De Pere will come into that Eau Claire tournament. They will play De Pere. They've split with De Pere. In fact, that's the game where Marshfield put up 9 runs in the 7th inning to win that one, 19-13. And working a walk here for the Blue Devils is Caleb Craycraft. So Caleb getting on for the first time in today's ball game, and a good start for the Blue Devils to put a little insurance on the board here as they lead 3-2. As coming up to bat will be Tyler Kramer, as Tyler going down to talk to head coach Josh Metz. As Josh going through the signs. As Jamison gets the sign. And squaring is Tyler as he follows it back into the screen here. As Marshfield figures they can play a little small ball just like Appleton has been doing. Appleton in the about middle innings in that. They were playing a lot of small ball. That's how they've gotten their runs so far. 0-1 count to Tyler. And one upstairs and a wild pitch. And that's better than actually a sacrifice. You don't get the out, and this way you move a man to second without even making contact. So big advantage for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Ryan's going to check, see what they're doing in back of us here. They were only they were behind us a little bit. I think they're in the bottom of the 5th, and Rapids leading 10-4. Great ball game by Rapids against Heartland. And next pitch comes in for a ball. 2-1 now to Tyler Kramer, who was hit by a pitch back in the second and flew out to the left fielder in the fourth. And now with a new left fielder out there in that sun field, could be interesting. And a pitch outside as Jamison Sieg has done a great job out in left field in that sun field, making some outstanding catches and backpedaling. But now a new left fielder out there in Evan Benbrooks as Jamison gets the sign from the stretch and the pitch. And outside for a ball and working a walk is Kramer. So back-to-back walks given up by Jamison Sieg. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, Cash Osterman, as Cash has popped out to the pitcher back in the second and hit by a pitch and scored back in the fifth. Him and Sadowska scored on that big 2-run double that Mason Anderson had in the bottom of the fifth inning to put the Blue Devils ahead 3-2. And squaring a bunt and going foul. As I mentioned, Osterman on the ball club here from Pittsville, and he was on that all-conference team along with Dawson Luther. And a pitch upstairs. Osterman has graduated this year. Pittsville's got a good bunch coming back as Coach Rayburn over there doing an outstanding job the last 4 or 5 years there at Pittsville. A competitor and always working for a conference title as they won the conference this year over Pacelli. As I got to see Pacelli and Wayne Sankey, and Wayne's got a very, very young ball club, so they're going to battle, between those two ball clubs for years. As Wayne, a Hall of Famer, and Justin, I think, is going to be there also as he does a nice job. And a bunt laid down and foul, and makes the count now 2-2. As Justin, I've had a chance to talk with him many times and do a couple of his ball games also, and I'll tell you, he does a nice job. And he actually coaches at the Pittsville men's team also, and great job. In fact, I think tomorrow they are coming into Marshfield to Pittsville and the Chaparrals. Joe Anderson will be on that call tomorrow, and too bad I won't be able to see Justin. Hopefully I'll be back here. As great day here tomorrow. We've got 4 ball games going on, 2 at 11 o'clock and then 2 more at 1:30. The teams will be determined. Check Zaleski Sports, and we'll have it on our website. And a line shot, base hit, and being waved in is Craycraft, and an RBI single by Cash Osterman. A big, big run for the Blue Devils, and gives the Blue Devils now a 4-2 lead with nobody out, and the Blue Devils still threatening as the Blue Devils taking advantage of the 2 walks given up by Jamison Sieg, and catching the outside corner to Sadowska for a call strike. So runners at first and second, nobody out, and a big RBI by Cash Osterman from the stretch, and the pitch. Way outside for a ball on a breaking ball. Pitches-wise for Marshfield, Cherney's only thrown 77 pitches, so he's sitting really good going into that 7th inning. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. And Sadowska, very smart batter there from the left-hand side. Going to UW Superior next year to play some ball. Second top hitter on this Marshfield team this last year, and a ground ball, and just foul, as Jake will get another shot there with a 2-2 count, nobody down. Known his folks for a long, long time, even his uncles and that, I'll tell you, they were big baseball fans. In fact, Don and Jim sitting up in the stands here. Don, an outstanding volleyball coach for many years at Marshfield, taking quite a few teams to the state tournament and also conference championships. And she's well-deserved, and she's enjoying retirement. So, and Jim, just around the corner, he'll be retiring pretty soon also. So, and a line shot over the shortstop's head, and that's going to bring in another run, and goes into the power alley. Sadowska going in for 3, slides in with a triple, 2-run triple by Jake Sadowska, his second hit of the ball game, and gives the Blue Devils a lot of insurance runs here as they come up with 3 big runs here so far in this 6th inning. And Jake Sadowska with 2 RBIs to his credit here in this contest, and gives the Blue Devils a 6-2 lead. As we color in the little boxes, and Sadowska at third. Next pitch to Mac Konieczny. Mac 0 for 3 today, grounded to third, flew out to center, and flew out to left. 0 for 3 on the day. Blue Devils with another runner at third base with Jake Sadowska. As Sieg low and outside for a ball. As Mac just steps out of the box there. Gets back set in there. And we are ready. And Jamison from the stretch, and the pitch. And a ground ball to third, and a run's going to score as the Double Days get it out. 5-3 on a ground ball to Sanders, but brings in Jake Sadowska with another insurance run as the Blue Devils put up 4 so far here in the 6th inning, as they have in the past taken control with some late inning hitting. They've done that quite a few times this year. In fact, the game against Everest, the winning run was actually when Dawson Luther, with the bases loaded, had a walk-off walk to win that game against Everest on, that was, I'm thinking, what was that, Thursday night, I think it was. Yeah, in fact, that's the game I worked with Joe. That was Thursday night that it was a walk-off. So 2-1 count with 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Blue Devils with 4 runs already in this inning to take a 7-2 lead. This would give them a 2-1 record in this tournament. I don't know where that would place them for time-wise tomorrow, but we'll, like I said, we'll find out right after. We may find out right after this ball game when they play. They'll do quick calculating here and what everybody's record is. So I think there is a couple undefeateds in there, so who knows what time who will play. I'm thinking the undefeated most likely will play at that 1:30 slot, and the lower ones in the bracket will play. So we've got 8 teams in this. So we'll find out in maybe another hour or so. Because they were, about the 5th inning of that one over on the other side as Robinson walks. And that is 3 walks now given up by Jamison Sieg as time is called. And we'll tell you about Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Save up to $140 on new tires at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service now through June on 4 Goodyear tires. You better hurry. You've only got like 3 days left, so with the month of June here. So with locations in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau, and Marshfield, and you could save some big money on brand new tires from Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. And coming up at the end here, we'll have the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, and NasonvilleDairy.com. And I got to tell you, I worked with Joe the other night, and of course he's always got that saying, if you want to be friends with me for the rest of your life, you buy me cheese curds. And you want to know something? I did buy him cheese curds, and guess what? I'm his friend for life, I guess. So, but we have a new pitcher here for the double days, and it looks like number 32, 33. Well, I knew there was a 3 there somewhere, and that would be Jake Swartout is now pitching for the Appleton double days, and that means somebody will be going to right field here. Let's see. We'll put the glasses on here and see what I can see. We got the 3 outfielders sitting out there. And looks like number 25 and 30 something out there. But let's see, who's number 25? Oh, that would be Siege. Siege went out to right field now. He went from pitcher to right field. Siege went to right field. So that's so we got that all figured out now. And that new pitcher will be number 33, Jack Swartout. It'll be interesting who Doubleday lands up throwing tomorrow, as they've gone through now 3 pitchers already today, or excuse me, in this ball game. And I think they went through maybe one or two, well, definitely one back in the other game that they played. And look at that. I do something, I lose my pencil. Oh, well, I'll just go in my pouch and get a new one, that's all. Do you like my fancy pouch that my wife gave me to get my pencils? Yeah, I got 4 zippers on there, and they all go to the same spot. Unbelievable, yeah. So we're in the bottom of the 6th, and it's a 7-2 ball game. The Blue Devils out in front. And looking over at first base there is the new pitcher in Swartout. That would be Jack Swartout now pitching. And we'll erase that name. That's why we put it in pencil, just in case we have to erase. Jack Swartout. Okay. And a swing and a miss to Owen Griesbach. As Jamison Sieg now playing right field. He started out in left, moved over to right now. And he faced 6 batters and walked 3 and gave up 2 hits, and he has given up 4 runs, and he is responsible for the runner that is on first base right now. So, and the Blue Devils leading 7-2. As they have been out-hit 6-5, but Blue Devils have come up with some really big hits here in the last 2 innings. And actually all 3 hits that they had were big hits, as Anderson gets that 2-run double in the 5th inning. And then the big triple here by Jake Sadowska to bring in 2 runs here in the 6th inning. And a pitch behind Griesbach, and stealing second is Robinson. And actually, that is just the 2nd stolen base by the Blue Devils in this contest. They're known as a running team, but they haven't been on base that much tonight. As Jack gets the signs and way outside and off the catcher's glove, and that'll be, it could either go a wild pitch or a pass ball. It went off the glove of the catcher, but it was way outside in about the middle of the left-handed box. But working a walk was Griesbach, and bringing up now Mason Anderson, who had that big 2-run double. So that is now the fourth walk giving up by Appleton here in the sixth inning. Runners at first and third as Robinson advanced on that wild pitch. Swat out, an outside corner. Very generous, I thought, on that call. 7-2, Blue Devils up by 5 here in the bottom of the sixth inning. A long, long wait here for Devin Cherney. As hopefully this long wait will not affect Devin Cherney here in the seventh inning when they face Appleton. 1-1 count with one down. From the stretch. And the pitch. High and outside for a ball. 2-1. Marshfield with only 5 hits, but a couple of them big extra base hits. That double by Anderson and that triple by Sadowska have produced 4 runs right there. And a foul ball way out of play along the right-hand side here by Anderson. Count goes to 2-2 with one down. On second is Griesbach. And over at third is Robinson. And a call strike. 3-2 count now to Mason Anderson. Mason 2 for 3 on the day with a single, popped out to the shortstop and a double, and a wild pitch, and coming in to score is Robinson, and run number 8 here. And working the walk was Mason Anderson. So runners now at the corners again. And coming to the plate, the number, Brennan Welch, the number 9 batter in this inning for the Blue Devils. And we have one out. And taking off, a pitch way outside and going into second, standing up is Mason Anderson. So we're almost in a situation here where we had actually a 3-2 ball game no more than, a half inning ago, and a pitch upstairs, and it's almost getting to the point where we could have a 10-run rule here in the sixth inning, as Marshfield's putting up some numbers here with the walks that they have acquired, and they have acquired 5 walks and 2 hits in this inning. Pitch upstairs for a ball, as the Double Days trying to find somebody that can get the ball across the plate here. 3-0 count, first base open for the Blue Devils. As Swartout gets one across the plate for a call strike. 3-1. As the Blue Devils have put up a 5 spot here and taken a 6-run lead. And actually, if we get a walk here, and a wild pitch, and coming in with the slide is Griesbach, and working a walk is Welch. That is now the 6th walk given up by Appleton here in the 6th inning, and the 6th run. And coming to the plate is Caleb Craycraft, who actually started this with a walk and scored in the 6th inning. As we have runners at first and third, one out, And the batter is Caleb Craycraft, and actually a home run could end this game. And they're going to call Welch out on a perfect throw by Caden Laumer for out number 2. And the first pitch was a ball. And next pitch down low for a ball. 2-0 count with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Blue Devils leading 9-2. And a call strike. And as I mentioned, the Class A AAA state tournament coming up. And actually tomorrow, during tomorrow's broadcast, we'll go through all the state tournaments that will be going on in Class AA, AAA, AA, and also Class A. And the junior tournaments also across the state that'll be coming up in July. And it's 11-4 now in the top of the 7th inning in Rapids ahead. And with a runner on, leading Heartland. Right in back of us here, as Katie is calling that ball game over there, and Steve producing it. I guess, Steve's getting to that age, he can only handle 1 game a day. So, but and working a walk is Craycraft. That's actually the 2nd walk he has worked this inning. And I'll actually tell him that. He's getting a little old. He can only work 1 game a day. So, but I better watch out. He does the scheduling. So I better watch what I say. Yeah. So runners at first and third here with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. And pitch upstairs for a ball. So we're in the same situation here. A home run could end this ball game. And we were actually, after 5 innings of play, the Blue Devils were ahead 3-2. But right now we're sitting at 9-2. Pitch outside, throw down to second again, and gets by the shortstop, and coming in and scoring is Mason Anderson, and makes the score now 10-2. And with a stolen base. Credit for a double steal on that, and Craycraft will pick up a stolen base. I know when I was the president of the American Legion program here at Marshfield, and they used to have get sponsors for doubles and triples and home runs, and also for stolen bases also. So you'd get maybe like $1 or $2 per stolen base. So it adds to their kitty. The more the more you do, the more you get, So popping this one up, and down the first base line is the catcher, and he drops it, and that should have been caught by the first baseman. It's almost an impossible catch by the catcher as he's racing down the first base line to try to make that catch. It's easier for that first baseman to come in and make that catch. So a little lack of communication there. By the 2 ball players. That was actually the first baseman's ball all the way. So 2-2 count now to Tyler Kramer with 2 down, as Tyler gets new life here from the stretch. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. So 3-2 count with 2 down. Runner at second. That would be Caleb Craycraft. As Jack Sword out, goes from the stretch, and another pop-up way out of play, and bouncing into, nope, stayed in the ballpark here as it almost went into the softball field, but went off the high net. That's there. And the game is over with as Wisconsin Rapids defeats Heartland 11-4. So we'll see what happens there. The way we were going, I thought we were going to be done before they were, but long inning here. as we are in, let's see, we're almost coming up to the 2-hour mark here, as we started at 6:03 or 6:04, and we're just, most likely we will be over 2 hours. And a high fly ball out to left field, and making a running catch there is the left fielder, Evan Benbrooks, for out number 3. But the Blue Devils come up with 7 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. And after 6 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Blue Devils Pulse 54, Blue Devils 10, and the Appleton Doubledays 2. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services, so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you'd expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we are back here at the Quadruplex, and we got a new pitcher on the mound as Jake Sadowska taking the mound here. Let me find my pitching sheet here, as this is Jake's, let me see, Jake's, where do I got Jake? This is his 3rd appearance. He has pitched 3 1/3 innings, walked 8, struck out 6. He's got an 0-0 record and 1 save to his credit during the Legion season here. He pitched some during the high school also. And he's pretty much a jack of all trades, as he's played a lot of outfield for the Blue Devils also, but an all-conference shortstop, and he also pitches for the Blue Devils. So great utility man to be heading up to UW Superior to play some ball up there. And so we've got Sadowska at the pitching, Welch behind the plate, Anderson at first, Osterman at second, Konechny at short, and Truxton Becker at third, Robinson out left, Griesbach in center, and Craycraft in right field. And I'll tell you, I like this guy over here. He comes over and gives me where everybody is. I mean, I'll just take him in my back pocket to every ball game. I mean, what the heck? But Jake, first pitch is a strike. Next one downstairs for a ball, as Jake is facing the number 9 hitter, Jamison Sieg. And a call strike. Jamison with a base hit in the 3rd and lined out to the 3rd baseman in the 4th. 1-2 count, and we are in the top of the 7th inning, and the Blue Devils leading 10-2. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball, as Jake gets his first strikeout, and that is, let me go back up to my ads here, and I'll tell you who that sponsor is. That's Serve Pro Strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And bringing up the left-hand hitter, Ethan Winkler, as Ethan 1 for 3 on the day. He's been on base twice. He got on with a bunt error in the 3rd. He grounded out in the 1st inning to the 3rd baseman and base hit and scored back in the 5th. As the Double Days down 10-2 here in the top of the 7th. And a fly ball out into the power alley, and coming over and making the catch in the right center field power alley is center fielder Owen Griesbach, as he covered a lot of ground out there
When you play center field, you got to be quick and cover a lot of ground there. You've got to cover the power alleys and all that. Usually the left fielder covers from where he's standing to the left field line, and the right fielder where he's standing to the right field line, and the center fielder gets everything else. And I'll tell you, you got to be quick. And actually watching Dalton Varsho go from a catching position to play center field in the major leagues is an accomplishment. And a ground ball down to third, and a long throw, and they're saying it didn't get the tag on him, but the umpire's going to call him safe. And I would say, are they going to give an error, or are they going to give him a hit on that? They're going to give him a hit on that. Okay. So that's hit number 2 for Winkler today. 1 down. And the pitch. And a ground ball. Could be a double play and end it right here. Nope, they're going to take it over to first for the final out. So, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left in the final score. It's the Blue Devils of Marshfield post 54-10. And the Appleton Doubledays of Appleton 2, as Marshfield comes up with 10 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, and Appleton 2 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. And the winning pitcher goes to Devin Cherney, as he is now 2-0 on the season for the Blue Devils. The losing pitcher is Brady Pope, as he actually pitched a fine ball game. It was Appleton was up 2-1 going into that bottom of the 5th inning, and Marshfield put up a 2 spot there, and so made a difference right there to what happened. But a great ball game by the Blue Devils as they kept their composure and came up with a big win here, and we'll see where they land up playing tomorrow and what time. If we do not find out by the time we go off the air here, check Zaleski Sports. We will have that up for you of when the Blue Devils will play tomorrow and when the Appleton Doubledays will play also, as there's 8 teams. There's games at 2 games at 11:30 and 2 games at at 11 o'clock and 2 games at 1:30. So check Zaleski Sports, and we'll have that for you, and we'll have all 4 games going on here tomorrow at the Quadruplex. I'm going to pick a player of the game, and I think I'm going to pick, I would say, Mason Anderson, as he came up with that big 2-run double with 2 outs to pick up a 3-2 lead in the contest. And Cherney doing a great job on the mound also today, picking up his 2nd win. But for Ryan Rasmussen, and I'm Mike Steinwegner, we're going to be back with the Nasonville Dairy post-game show, just short. Nasonville Dairy with the fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds from Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. And you've been watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back in just a bit.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And we're back here at the Quadruplex in Wisconsin Rapids, where Marshfield comes up with a big 12-2 win over the Appleton Double Days. And with me is head coach Josh Metz, and also Mason Anderson with me also. And I'll tell you, Coach, great ball game today. I mean, Devin pitched a great ball game again. I mean, he had a nice one against Merrill also, and so it's a great addition bringing him up from that 17U up to, and and I just counted on the sheet. You've used 14 pitchers already this year. I mean, your pitching depth is just unbelievable this year.
Yeah, we have good depth. We've played a lot of games already, and with the pitch restrictions, how they are, we've had to, we haven't had a lot of off days. So everyone has to be ready to go to pitch. So, and for the most part, they've responded well. Devin's been a great addition. He threw really well for us on a Monday night against Eau Claire in a doubleheader. And I mean, I couldn't help but take him with me. Yeah, he deserved it and earned it. So, yeah, and I mean, normally I'd let him finish that game tonight, but pitch counts, try to keep him under 80 so he can come back earlier next week.
Well, and the thing is, too, you had a long inning there. I mean, you landed up with, I think, 7 walks in that inning, and you brought, I think, like 10 or 11 batters to the plate there to put up that 9 spot in there. And so, I mean, but this gentleman here came up with a big hit in that 5th inning with that 2-run double with 2 outs.
Yeah, he's, he got off to a slow start this year, and I mean, that's not surprising with the injury he was coming off of. That was not surprising at all, to be honest. We're all human. I think it's a natural thing, right? So, but he just kept grinding, and now, I mean, he's just on a roll right now. He's picked, he's back to where he was in the conference season during school ball, and he's, adding major depth to our lineup right now. I mean, now we can, I think we're 1 through 9 pretty deep. So, yeah, it's been good to see from him.
And the thing is, also Dawson was not here tonight also. Right. So, I mean, you were missing him also, but I don't know if you were missing anybody else in the lineup here, but like you said, your depth is just unbelievable this year.
Yeah, we've played one game with a full roster against Everest the other night, and all things considered, you'd have to be happy with the record with that. And hopefully now, Dawson was on vacation and had the All-Star game this weekend. Hopefully now he's back and we start to see a more consistent lineup going into July, and we can start to really click as a team. Credit to the junior players that I brought up that have filled in, and they've done a great job for us. And but once we get that full lineup, I think we can be a really good, dangerous team.
Well, and you got a tough schedule coming up. I mean, you got 3 games against Stevens Point next week. You've got Wausau in there yet. There's no slouch there, and also you've got those makeup games with Plover also.
Yeah, no, I don't. I blame the scheduler, I guess, but no, I've since I've taken over, my philosophy has always been to play good teams. I mean, we want to get better, and that's how you get better. I want to play the teams that we're going to see at state this year, and show these guys what we have to go up against, and I think that's important, and that's how I've always done it. You can't worry too much about wins and losses in the regular season. You want to get to be a better team by regionals, and so that's always been my philosophy. It's a grind, but for the most part, the kids are responding really well to it.
Sure. All right, Josh, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. You betcha. Take care. With me, Mason Anderson. Mason, great job. I know you went through that rough injury that you had, and you're getting back to normal here. And I'll tell you, I don't know what was going through your head. You hadn't had a hit, or actually you did have a hit earlier in the ball game, the first hit for the Blue Devils, but you came up with that big 2-run double that put you guys ahead 3-2. And of course, you got the insurance runs later on, but a big hit. But what was going through your mind while you're at the plate here with 2 down and 2 big runners out there?
Two out hitting has been like a challenge for our team, especially going through school season. So I know when I come up, I can't worry too much. Got to be chill, hit with the clutch, and I just kind of treated it like any other situation. Sat back, and I was able to get it down the line.
Okay, so you really feel comfortable behind the plate, don't you?
Yes. I feel most comfortable behind the plate catching.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and the thing is, and like I mentioned to Coach, you guys have used, 12 or 13 different pitchers already this year, and the thing is, you got to know what these other pitchers their best pitch is.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pitchers to get to know, especially like we have some from our school ball, but we have kids from all over like central Wisconsin, so it's been getting to know a lot of new pitchers, and it's been fun, and we have a lot of talented pitchers, so I mean, they all pitch very well, and it's been fun to get to know them.
All right. Mason, you know how this is done. Well, you've done it before, so I'm going to count you down.
Sounds good.
You betcha. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Mason Anderson. I'm in the house. Roll Devils.
Thanks, Mason. You betcha. You too. Mason Anderson, star of the game, and great job by Mason today. And we're big win for Marshfield, winning 10-2, and we have not figured out when they are going to play tomorrow, but hopefully. Check Zaleski Sports, and you'll know when the double days play tomorrow, and also Marshfield and everybody else. But the game started at 11 o'clock here, the first set of rounds. We've got 2 games going on, and also at 1:30 we have 2 other games. So for Ryan Rasmussen, I'm Mike Steinwagner. I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you later. See you down the road. Bye now.